Hello everyone, welcome to Apollo School Online. This is a drawing that we're gonna do for today, and let's see what kind of tool you need for this class. Are you ready? Let's begin. Alright, today we're gonna use the pencil crayon to do the work. So let's see what media that we need to use. Alright, first of all, we talk about the papers. So we need to use the sketch paper. Alright, so you have to check your book, the drawing papers. Are they written on the cover with sketchbook? Alright, if you have those, that is the good one. Alright, you might using this one, mixed media. So this paper that we can use for dry media like sketch, like pencil crayon, and also can use for watercolor. Alright, so if you have this, that will be great as well. Alright, so sketchbook or mixed media. If you don't have any one of them, you can use the printing paper. Alright, printing paper is work for the dry media as well. Alright, sketchbook, mixed media papers, or the printing paper. And of course, we need to use a pencil to do the work, right? A pencils, a nice erasers, and the sharpener. Alright? I'm sure you have those. And especially I want to describe about the tracing markers. Alright? I'm looking for two different sizes. One is the 5 points markers. Looks like the big triangle on the top. It shows a thick line on the paper. And the other one is the ultra 5 points marker. It looks like the needle is very small and pointed. It will show a thin lines on the paper. Alright, so I need these two tracing markers. 5 points, ultra 5 point. So what if you don't have the needle marker, the ultra 5 point? You can use the pencil crayon, find the black one, okay, to do the tracing. It will look like almost like the same. Alright? Alright, so make sure you have the right papers, the drawing tools, and the tracing markers. Okay, so now we can start to do our work. Hello everyone, the weather is getting cooler and cooler, right? Because in October it's raining a lot and it's more windy. So which means we have to change our shirt become the fall fashion. Alright, so today we're gonna design our fashion in fall. So let's see how we gonna do it. Alright, let's settle down our paper and grab your pencil and make sure everything is perfect. And we're gonna put ourselves at the middle of the paper. Alright, so again, I'm gonna borrow your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. And you are not going to place your fingers right below. Let's see, from the middle, a little bit higher. That's where is our face. Alright, 4 fingers, 2 dots, 1 on the right, 1 on the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're gonna have 2 points. Alright, then we're gonna do some writing like the letter U, very smooth, okay, from the left to the bottom, okay. And let's see, it has to look like letter U, not too short. If you haven't them too short, it will become letter C. We want to see it's a little bit longer so we can put our face on it. So it has to look like letter U, not letter C, alright? And next, we're gonna do letter C for the ears. 1 ear on the right, and make sure you touch the face about a finger size. Alright, gonna do the same thing on the left. A letter C on the left, and about a finger size. Right and left, make sure they are similar big, similar high. Alright, make sure you touch the face, no broken line. Alright, close it properly. Alright, so now we have to look at the mirror. Do I have a small eye? Do I have a big eye? Or do I have a small nose, big mouth, small mouth? And the eyebrow, how high from the eye? Or is very close to my eye? So you have to look at the mirror. What does I look like? Okay, what do I look like? So now you have to look at the mirror and see and transform the face from the mirror to the paper. Alright, so you can start to do it. And how big is the eye? How big is the nose? How big is the mouth? And where's the eyebrow you have? Alright, let's see mine. I have a middle eyes. I don't have the big eyes, but I do have a very short eyebrow. Okay, so I put the eyebrow and the very little eyelash around my eye. So that's my eye. And I have a very small nose. And I always like to put the smile on my face. So I always have this happy face. Okay, and I do have the thick eyebrow right on top, and it looks like the triangle, so I put the triangle eyebrow. And how about yours? Okay, so that's in my eyebrows right there. Alright, so when we're done with our face, we have to think about our hair. Okay, so I do have a little bit bent hair at the front to cover my face a little bit. So I'm gonna do some hair on top of my hair, on top of my head. So let's see. I'm gonna do some curved line, but very short, because my hair that my band is not going to cover my eyebrow, and they are not touching my eye as well. So it's short, and I do a little bit half curve. Then we finish the band. We have to think about the top. Then most of the students like to do like horizontal, like close the head like the robot, but actually not. It has to look like a small rainbow or small bridge from the left ears to the right ears. So you have to follow our head, like round, like the small circle on the top. So let's see how can we do it. From the left ears going up, and I do have the baby hair on the top, so I'm adding something like the grass, and keep going, keep moving to the right ears. So now my hair and my head, it looks like they are together, right? So like the perfectly hairs area. Alright, so let me find my mini figure from summer. I did this drawing in summer, so I have a short hair during the summer, but now my hair is getting longer, so I'm not putting my hair down. I always has the ponytail. So I'm gonna do the ponytail for this one because it's what my hair looks like. So I always have the ponytail, so I do the ponytail. If you have the hair down like mine, you can put the hair down like this. If you have the curly hair, just add in the curly hair. You don't have to copy my hairstyle. Everyone has a different hairstyle. Alright? Alright, when I done my hairstyle, I realized I forgot my earring. I have the earring. If you have one, you can add it. If you have tattoo, you can add the tattoo as well. If you have the tattoo sticker on the face, you can do it. If you have something like the birthmark, then you can do it because that's you. That's your mini figures. Alright? And then also you can add some decoration, like if you like to put the hair pins on the hair, you can do so. Alright, we done the face, we done the hair. Now you have to start to do your fashion. So that's my summer joint, right? So that's why I'm wearing the short sleeve and the short buttons, and that's my slipper. Okay, so we are doing the fall fashion. Remember that we are not doing the summer fashion. So we have to wearing the jackets and the long pants. Maybe you like to wearing the long skirt. Alright, so that's step by step. We're gonna do the jackets all together. Alright, so we will finish the basic shape of the jacket and the pants or the skirts. Then you can start to decorate after by yourself. So let's see what we're gonna start with. Alright, first of all, we have to add the neck. 1, 2, 2 short line. We don't like the giraffe has a long neck, so 2 short one. Alright, then we have to close it because the bottom part gonna be our jacket. So we have to do the curve line. Alright, then we're wearing the jacket, which means we need to have the zipper. So at the middle, okay, straight down and leave the space at the bottom because we have to put the pants and your legs at below. So you have to leave the space, and the zippers you have to do double line and add in the line in between like the letters. Okay, be patient. They have to be very close, very neat, very small, just like the real zipper. Okay, finally we finished. Now we have to add the handle so we can turn this up and down, right? We can hold it going up and down to open the jacket and take off the jacket. Alright, so for the next part, we have to close the hood. So we have to do one more rings on the top. Very small, doesn't have to be big. 1 and 2, one on the left, one on the right. So we have to do the hands, okay? So most of the time we forgot to do the shoulder. That will make our joint looks funny. It doesn't look right, so we have to erase it, and let's see how we do the shoulder. On the right hand side, going to the right, going out, flat. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing on the left. So that is our shoulder. Okay. Alright, so when we done the shoulder, let's see. We can do the arm. You can have your arm going down. Okay, and you can have your arm going up, like waving, like you saying hi. And now we have to put the sleeve. So double line. Make sure the line looks like the same, and we have to leave the space for the body. Don't forget it. Alright, when I finish the left, now I finish the right. So make sure these two are looks like the same size. Alright, finish the sleeve. Now we can do the body. So from here, going down, straight down, and close the buttons. You can make the jackets a little bit longer, up to you, but leave the space for the leg. Alright, not too long. Alright, so that's our jacket. If you want to add in the pockets, graphics, or the decoration, just wait. Alright, we're gonna do it. But let's finish the basic shape. Let's finish the entire part first. So we will do the decoration after. Alright, so the next part we're gonna do the pants, and let's see how we do it. Alright, first of all, 2 lines. Okay, so you can have the skirt, but same thing, we're gonna do 2 lines first. So as long as you want to, depend how long is your leg. And you have to leave the space for the shoes. Okay, you have to leave the space for the shoes at the bottom. And if you're doing the pants, you have to do the V, upside down V, in between. Alright, so we have to make sure right legs and the left leg looks like the same size. But look at mine. My right size is smaller than the left one. So that might make my leg looks a little bit weird. So I have to grab my erasers to erase the wrong one and re-add it. To make my legs looks balanced. Okay, right and left looks like the same. Alright, So always erase the extra pencil line that you don't need it if you make the mistake. Alright, my leg looks good now. Okay, same thing. If you want to add the decoration, you can add its letters. Now we haven't finished yet. So let me zoom out. So you see, I do leave some space at the bottom for my shoes. Okay, so I didn't put my pants to touch the edge of the paper. Alright, so the bottom part, we have to put the shoes. Right, and let's see how can I do the shoes. Okay, so make sure you leave at least a finger size, so that's enough for us to do the shoes. Okay, and we start with the half circle and join the half circle with diagonal line to touch the pants. So this is our basic shape of our joint. Alright, alright, so the next part we're gonna do the hands. Hand is a little bit hard. If you can't do the hand nicely, okay, let me show you. If you can't do your hand like this, alright, that's okay. Let's erase mine so I can show you the other way to do it, and we have the last mistake. Alright, easy. Circle. Do a circle on the hands. Alright, so let's see how many fingers you want to add. Maybe you want to add 5, maybe you want to have 3. That's okay, that's your choice. Alright, so we are gonna do 5 fingers. So let's do the stick first. So add in the daddy fingers, a stick very short, and the mommy fingers, a stick a little bit longer, brother fingers, a stick, and the sister fingers, a stick longer one. And how about the last one? The baby fingers, very short. Alright, so it will look like the daddy fingers. There are 2 short ones and 3 long ones. But it looks a little bit weird. It's a circle with 5 sticks. So now I'm going to add in a candy cans to make the fingers out. Alright, so when I finish the daddy fingers, I have to do a small curve. The muscle, right? Let me show you my hands. Right here. Okay, so we have to add the muscle for the daddy fingers inside the circle. Alright, so for the next part, we have to complete to do the mommy fingers, brother fingers, and sister finger, and baby fingers with the candy can. So let's see how I do it. Same thing like I'm doing the daddy fingers. Curve line, straight, straight, and for the rest of the 4 fingers. Okay, so that's our hands. Not that hard, isn't it? Start with the circle, then the stick, then we can add the fingers. So let's do it one more time on the other side. A circle, and daddy finger, short one. Mommy finger, brother finger, sister finger, the long one. And the last one is the baby fingers, the short one. Alright, then I add in the candy can to make the fingers out. So that's my hands. Alright, then after we finish the fingers, you can use the eraser to erase the circle a little bit. Make the finger looks like it joined to the circle. So it will look more like a hand. Okay, we finished the tricky part. For the next part, you can start to decorate your fall fashions. Maybe you want to add the pockets, maybe you want to add the graphics. Doesn't matter. Try to decorate your fashion. Alright? What do you want to wear in fall? What do you want to have on your jacket? Alright, I finished mine. I added a couple of the pockets. Alright, I like to put a lot of things in my pocket. So I add the pockets for my jacket and the pants. And I happen to have a smile face on my jackets. It looks cute. So I feel lonely when I stay alone on the pictures. And it's about the Halloween. So I can see lots of decoration with the pumpkins. So I decide to add in the pumpkins beside me so I don't feel my picture looks boring. I add in some background. So now it's your turn to add in your own background. It doesn't have to be pumpkin. You could go to the playground, and what do you see in the playground? If you are staying inside the room, inside the classroom, what will you see there? Alright, so now everyone is focused on the background. Try to think big. Try to make your drawing looks cute, looks complete. Alright? Alright, the next part. We have to do the tracing. Alright, same thing. You have to find the tracing markers, the big one and the small one. Let me show you. The big one, the 5 points marker, like this much. And the thin marker will look like the needle. Alright, for somewhere small. And if you don't have the needle one, you can use the pencil crayon to help. So I use the thick marker to trace something big, like my face is big face. So I use the thick marker to trace my face. The ears is big enough, so I can trace that with the thick markers. Then the big hair. Alright? And where I have to use my thin marker, the needle one. Inside the ears or the earring, they are very small. The eye, the eyebrow, the face, those are very small, right? Even the background, the hairs, inside the hairs. Okay? So I'm gonna use the thin marker to trace somewhere small, which means I have to switch my markers all the time. I'm not going to use one single marker to trace everywhere, right? Imagine if my eyebrow is this small, and I use the 5-point marker to trace, my eyebrow will be very, very big, right? So I use the thin markers to trace. Alright? Switch the markers all the time, use the right tool for the right place. Alright, be patient, now you can begin. Alright, so take your time to finish the tracing, and for who is done the tracings, you can grab your pencil, not the pencil crayon yet, erasers. You have to prepare the erasers to remove the extra pencil line off from your paper. Okay, then you can grab the pencil crayons and start to do the coloring. Alright? And let's do the quick review. Remember the color values? Alright? So we have to color dark. I color it very heavy. Alright? And reduce the pressures, mediums, and light. That's the color value. If you still remember and you want to try and you want to practice, then go ahead to use the color value. Alright? Otherwise, you have to do the solid color. Okay? So which means no scribbling, no white space. I understand. Coloring is very tired. You have lots of stuff need to do the colors. Alright? But we want to see a masterpiece. Alright, I want to see the masterpiece. We don't want to see the scribbling art. Don't do the scribbling like that. So at the end, the drawing will look very ugly. Okay, try your best to make the color look solid, very clean, very neat, no white space. Keep the color stay inside the box. Or you can challenge yourself to do the color values again. Alright? So now you can begin to do the colors. You can use any color for your fashion for the fall. when we finish the color, we have to check. For example, I have my hair clip, forgot to color. Even they are very small, isn't it? And the ribbons on my scarecrow's hat, I forgot to color as well. So you have to double check. And my earring is silver, so I just leave it like a gray color. Alright, so when you're done with the coloring, you have to check every small detail. Do they need to do the colors? If they do, put the colors on. Okay, doesn't matter how small they are. Alright, they deserve to have their own colors. Alright, for who is finished, you can find a spot to sign the name like the artist. Then write down the date for today. And that's everything for now.